I'm dropping the hammer.
No, you're not.
The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by Garage Door Commander. Fueled by a hell of a lot of PBR. And produced by TJ Michaels Creative. Narrated by Jamie Dennis. Graphics by Sven. Dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2023, all rights reserved.
Seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You ever notice how men are portrayed in movies and TV shows? Tired of seeing men portrayed as dopey Homer Simpson clones? Tired of the attack on men? Tired of the woke labeling everything as toxic agenda? Tired of the wussification of the American male? Well, then you're in the right place. Look, we love and respect women around here, but the truth is, we're wired differently than the female species. And if there could be a place where the chicks can get together on TV every day, like that awful program The View, we figured there should be a place where guys can be guys, and we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So get ready. This is a celebration of man. Because after all, who built the Empire State Building? Who built a rocket and landed on the moon? Who created the very computer algorithm that allows you to find this show?
That was created by Ada Lovelace, a woman.
Okay, great. Credit where it's due. But I think we can all agree the algorithm sucks. Who created the automobile? The Egyptian pyramids? Who stormed the beaches of Normandy? We don't talk about feelings here. We will question the validity of your man card. We're not politically correct, and we'll stand up and fight back against a culture that's determined to transform us into a bunch of neutered pansies. This is your weekly dose of toxic masculinity, a show created by men for men. This is the Alpha Men Podcast. And now, two men who don't own a pair of skinny jeans between them, TJ Michaels and John Stacy.
And welcome to episode 7 of the Alpha Men Podcast. Seriously,
7?
we thought we'd be canceled by now.
It's true. It's very true.
We have a big show for you tonight. Thanks for joining us. Wherever you may be watching, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, or Facebook Live. And, of course, you can always go to alphamenpodcast.com to find out more about the show. And also check out the Alpha Men Podcast store while you're there. It's one of the ways that you can support the show. John and I don't get paid to do this show. We do it purely just for fun, but it is one of the ways you can support us and make the show better. Purchase a merch. We've got all kinds of great Alpha Men gear there, T-shirts and hoodies, and we've got coffee mugs and all kinds
Hats.
of stuff.
Yeah.
The ever popular "Don't Be a Wuss" T-shirt, which is a collector's item, I'm telling you, or the what's the other one? Stay calm. I'm with the Alpha or something like that. I don't know. There's all kinds of great stuff there. Check it out for yourself.
Be a man.
Be a man. Yeah, absolutely. All kinds of great stuff there.
I
Check
like
it out.
that one.
alphamenpodcast.com, all from TJ and John Need More Money Enterprises. It is a evil corporation.
Yes, it is.
We get started tonight, and boy, oh boy, all kinds of things going on. Everybody's talking about the Mega Millions jackpot drawing. Did you play? Did you get your numbers?
I did.
I did not. I
Why not?
hope my wife got them.
Well,
Of course,
she
if
does.
she did get them, she's not going to tell me if she wins. So, that's all there is to it.
House will be up to you in the morning. You'll be like, what happened?
Right.
Oh.
What's going on? Tonight, the drawing $1.55 billion.
Damn.
It is a record-breaking Mega Millions jackpot, and millions of Americans are counting every possible way they'd spend the massive payout. What would you do with it if you won?
I'd buy a house. I would buy a boat, a big truck. I'd buy another house.
300 houses.
Yeah, but I don't need nothing big. I'm good. I'd buy a house here, Vermont, Alaska, Everywhere else. I just keep buying houses.
I'd probably buy a group of radio stations. I probably would.
You would too.
I just would. I'd buy the radio stations who let me go.
Oh, I know you would.
Not the last one to let me go, the one before that. And then I'd fire everybody in the building. Every single Of course, no one works there anymore, so
yeah,
it wouldn't take long.
They're all in New Hampshire now or something?
What's that?
Are they all
yeah,
out of state?
it's ridiculous. It's unbelievable. $1.55 billion. How much of that, if you win, does Uncle Sam take? Do you know?
Oh God, I gotta take like what 30 or 40%?
No, it's almost half. See, your payout is $787 million on $1.55 billion. Yeah, well, it's like half. So
that's
Uncle
government
Sam,
for you.
Uncle Sam gets rich too. That's how it comes out.
They always get their money somewhere.
Listen, if you got your numbers, good luck tonight. I hope you lose and I win. That is if my wife bought the tickets because I was busy this week. Yeah. So, anyway, big show tonight. We have got the Don't Laugh Challenge coming up. And tonight on Beers on Tap, oh, man, people have been waiting for this. People have been waiting for this. Do you know what this is? No. It's not exactly beer, to be honest with you, but it is an adult beverage, so we'll let it slide this week. I know you went looking for this.
It was sold out.
This is Hard Mountain Dew.
This is Bojangles Hard Sweet Tea.
All righty. So we'll taste test both of them. We'll taste test both of them in our Beers on Tap segment tonight. Let's get to Man of the Week, shall we?
Let's do it.
So this summer, shall we say it, sucks. I mean, it does. It's done nothing but rain nonstop. And then we've got the Canadian wildfires going on. Yeah. And with the wildfires ravaging in Canada, towns in the Northwest Territories being evacuated, residents were fleeing until they met our Man of the Week. He's from Yellowknife, and he started heading towards the fires. His name is Jason Card, and along with his teen son and 80-year-old stepfather, went on a mission to help evacuate as many pets from Bachoco as they could. They first got the word that the area was being evacuated, so Jason went to the SPCA in Yellowknife and filled his truck with dog crates and headed 60 miles to the front lines. Literally, as soon as they got into town and people heard that they were rescuing dogs, they had people coming up and asking, asking them, if they had gotten their dogs and if they had room for people to join and help them. And he said they filled every kennel that they had. Their first rescue trip, they filled 60 crates, came around, and immediately returned for another round. Really, really cool. Dr. Michelle Tuma is with Vets Without Borders, and she learned of Card's efforts and has offered to arrange temporary housing for the pets. And
that's awesome.
Well, that there you see him there in the video, rescuing a dog that was underneath somebody's house.
And the fires were getting there closer and closer. Yeah, that's awesome, though.
Very, very cool. So,
props off.
When somebody tells you that men are nothing but toxic and don't do anything good, there you go. Man of the Week this week, Jason Card from Yellowknife. Congratulations.
Tales from the Old Couch.
In the studio here in my house, just on the other side of this camera, there's an old couch. And it used to be down in the living room. My wife wanted me to get rid of it. I couldn't. It's comfortable. I like to sit on it and think. And, well, that's where Tales from the Old Couch comes from. We've all been there. You wake up on a Saturday morning, and the missus is instantly mad at you.
Yeah.
Happened to me a couple of weeks ago. And it took till about 1:30 in the afternoon when she confessed she had a bad dream and I did something horrible in it.
Nice.
And I'm like, you can't blame me for something I didn't actually do. I mean, something that I just did in your dreams.
Why? What'd
And
you
then
do?
I started, I don't want to get into it. Then I started looking around. According to the Babylon Bee, and
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever read the Babylon Bee, it is internet satire at its finest.
Okay.
I love the Bee. But according to the Babylon Bee, she can be mad at me.
Really?
The Bible says this from the Babylon Bee: none is righteous, no, not one, especially when it comes to what you do in your wife's dreams. She has legitimate reasons to be mad at you for it, so don't you dare act like you don't know what you did. The only thing you can do now is apologize, pray she forgives you, and learn to never do it again. With that said, the Babylon Bee, much to my surprise, posted the most awful things you've done in your wife's dreams. The top 10. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm hearing this.
Number 10, a giant tidal wave was coming over the mountains, but you were like, who cares? I love your best friend. And then you made out with her best friend while she looked for the kids, and she couldn't find the youngest. And the tidal wave then turned into split pea soup, and you told her you always hated her split pea soup and that her fly was down. Don't pretend that you didn't have it all planned out.
Yeah, that was a detail.
Number 9, she was at school and hadn't studied for the big test. Not technically your fault, but she blamed you for it anyway. Number 8, you won the lottery and divorced her and married your 5th grade teacher at a big wedding in the high school gym. Now your wife is poor and brokenhearted. Number 7,
Do you remember your fifth
were-
grade teacher?
yeah, you were Hitler. But on top of that, you didn't answer any of her phone calls. So
What the hell?
I'm not really sure which one's worse. Number 6, whether there was this new rule where you had to swim across the lake to vote, and you could make it, but she couldn't, and you just laughed, and you were like, haha, you can't vote. You officially helped rig a sexist election. Congratulations.
Who has these dreams?
Number 5, you didn't tell her you were turning into an Asian woman. Now she's married to an Asian woman. How is she supposed to explain that to her family?
What? What's one? Oh man.
Number 4, you ignored her all day and just looked at your phone while she was being robbed by hot pirates. Yes, the pirates were super hot. Put down your phone, you jerk. Number 3, you drank a Bud Light. The whole thing. Really? What are you hiding from her? Number 2, you made out with her sister inside the claw machine at Chuck E. Cheese. In front
Inside?
of the children. Really?
How'd you get in there?
And
crying.
number 1, you went and got coffee, but you didn't get any coffee for her, and you had octopus arms. You're such an inconsiderate cephalopod sometimes.
These are messed up dreams.
The top 10 things that you have done in your wife's dreams. Now that you've been called out for your crimes, better work on making it up to her. So,
If Emily ever came at me with one of these dreams, I'd be like, did you take a gummy or smoke some weed or something?
all of that from our friends at the Babylon Bee. I love the Babylon Bee.
I've never heard of it.
All right, you ready to not laugh?
My
that's-
face still hurts from from the Bud Light.
The don't laugh challenge. I think we're ready.
I'm still laughing
All
at
right.
Bud Light.
So there is a bunch of these floating around the internet. I saw a couple of them this weekend, and I thought, oh, that'd be fun. We can do that. So dad jokes are the topic, and
Okay.
John are going to go back and forth, best out of 7. Okay, the object is not to laugh. All right, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
What do you call cheese that is not yours?
Don't know.
Nacho cheese.
Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road?
I don't know.
Because it got stuck in a crack.
No. No. What do you call a fake noodle?
I don't know.
Impasta.
I knew that one too. I've heard that one before. All right. What's the best website to find information about a DJ?
I just lost. I'm laughing before I even answer.
Wikipedia.
Wait, oh my God, that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's one for me.
that is one for you.
All right. Go ahead.
Did you know that your pupils are the last part to stop working when you die?
No, I did not.
They dilate.
Oh. You almost had me there.
Almost.
Why did Mozart kill all his chickens?
Mozart?
Yep.
Why did Mozart kill all his chickens? Don't know.
Because we went outside and asked who the best composer was. All they kept saying was Bach, Bach, Bach.
Bach, Bach, Bach. That's bad. Yeah, I'm not laughing at that.
Okay. I'm still up one.
Did I tell you about the time that I saw a one-handed man in a secondhand store?
No, you didn't.
I told him, I don't think they have what you're looking for, sir.
That's lame. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat my poo. I eat my... You're laughing. Does that mean I get one? I get one there. No. You laughed. I didn't laugh.
I laugh at your joke, though. I laughed my own because you're like, I eat poo. Oh, my.
I eat my poo. You suck.
That's, is that
What do you call it when James Bond takes a bath?
I don't know.
007.
007's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, what's a kidnapper's favorite shoes?
I don't know.
White Vans.
Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. When my Uncle Frank died,
Yeah.
he wanted his remains to be buried in his favorite beer mug. His last wish was to be Frankenstein.
Not bad. I've heard better. Oh, what do I got here? What do you call a Batman that skips church?
A Batman?
Yeah, what do you call a Batman that skips church?
What do you call a Batman that skips church? I don't know.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. That's terrible. Christian Bale. All right. When does a joke become a dad joke?
When it's apparent.
That's it. That's it.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
That's on my list. Okay. What do you call a fish with no eye?
Fish with no eye. I've heard this one before. I don't know.
Fish.
A what?
Fish. Thank you.
See, I knew I was going to lose this.
I told you I'm good at these.
All right, last one.
On TikTok.
Last one. After dinner, my wife asked if I could clear the table.
Yeah.
I needed a running start, but I made it.
I bet you did with a trampoline. If you cut down a tree and it doesn't know why you cut it down, do you think it's stumped? That's not the joke. That's the punchline.
That's terrible.
What about this one? The car that looks nice, but that car looks nice, but the muffler seems exhausted. Those are
Even
dad
worse.
puns. So I
What did the aliens? What did the aliens? What did the aliens say to the little boy?
I don't know.
Oh wait, what did the aliens? I screwed that up. What did the aliens say to the dandelion? Take me to your weeder.
Your weeder. Glad you put the EE in there. What do you call a dog in a submarine?
All right, you win.
What do you call a dog in a submarine?
I don't know.
It's a subwoofer.
Subwoofer. Ugh.
And I got one more for you. That's pretty
Oh,
easy.
because they're so good.
What's ET short for?
Extraterrestrial.
No, he's got short legs, you fool. Thank you, sir. I will not save those.
You take the win. You get the win. You get the win.
All right. Next week we're doing the jokes again. We're going to up them up a little bit. Not too crude, but come on. A little more funner.
All right.
All right, we're going to memes.
John's manly meme of the week.
This makes the Bud Light comment really even worse.
The look you get when you realize you've done for American women's soccer what Dylan Mulvaney has done for beer.
That says it all.
That does say it all.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a time like this one?
No.
The U.S. women's soccer team, two-time defending world champions, ranked number 1. They don't lose in the final. They don't lose in the semifinal. They don't even lose in the round of 8. They lose in the round of 16.
Okay.
I don't think... I can't recall of a time when Americans were rooting for their team to lose like this because they were.
There's a lot of political BS behind it.
Well, here's the thing. You're going to disrespect America and the flag, and you're going to go on this woke crusade all over the world, and maybe you should have spent some time on, I don't know, soccer. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but maybe if you put the energy that you put into, being all woke and anti-American into playing soccer, might not have lost in the round of 16. And I had a friend of mine on Facebook challenge me on that. And he's like, oh, yeah, all of a sudden it's all woke stuff. That's what caused them to lose. Maybe they really weren't that good. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. They're the two-time defending world champions. Okay? Ranked number 1 in the world. And I will add, 9 of the 10 highest paid female soccer players are on that team.
Yeah.
So
their brain was not in the game.
No.
I mean, it's sad if we do even make a joke about this, because usually if it doesn't matter what team it is, as long as it's the American team, we're like, go, go, go. But situation, we're like,
yeah, unbelievable.
But this is.
I really, really don't like to root against American teams, but this one, I'm all right with it.
Me too. We're going to court.
Over the verdict, this is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels presiding.
There we go.
Man court, right?
All righty.
Yes. Shoo, you made me think I messed up.
Well, there was an open, but I don't know where that went. But
Oh, that came up.
no, didn't.
On my screen it did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, people watch us talk back and forth now. Hey, everybody, we're at court. And this is sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels, and I'm the bailiff?
Yeah. If you have a problem, you can't solve it. If you're looking for advice with the help of the Freak Jury, we are here to help. Just send us your problem online at alphamenpodcast.com. We're on one of our social media sites. Before we hear from our plaintiff today, you can join the Freak Jury. If you've got advice, you just comment wherever you're watching in the comments section, and it will show up on the screen, and we will address your advice or comments. But nonetheless, today we're going to hear the case of Instagram infidelity. It is docket number 230808. Our plaintiff today is Justin. who sent this case through our Facebook page at Alpha Men Podcast. He writes, Judge TJ and John, I am 28.
Okay.
I am married to a great woman. I have 2 kids, and I also have 2 Instagram accounts. Oh, Josh. I am the kind of dad who used to have the Playboy. I don't need Playboy anymore. I just like looking at pretty girls on Instagram. And my wife got jealous. I was following a few Instagram hotties, so I unfollowed them and I set up a second account. Oh, Josh. My friend thinks it's different than a Playboy subscription. He thinks having 2 Instagram accounts is close to cheating because of the temptation that I could message the women directly.
Has he?
I don't know. What do you think? Is it cheating to have 2 Instagrams? Justin from Rockport, Massachusetts. Boy, oh boy. All right, Freak Jerry, we're going to lean on you if you have got advice for Justin. We'd love to hear it, but I don't like this.
I'm kind of stumped.
Here's the deal. I'm a guy, and I'm a guy's guy, right? I get it.
Yep.
But in the same token, I'm also a dad and a husband. And
this is a hard one.
And Justin, you're messaging the girls, aren't you? Yeah, you could say you're not messaging the girls.
If he's not messaging, let's say legitimately he's not, and he's just looking.
Yeah, okay, but how?
But why 2 accounts? That's where I'm like,
well, because his wife saw some of the Instagram hotties on his first account and got jealous.
Yeah.
And so he didn't want to have that conversation anymore. How am I doing, Justin? Huh? Yeah. So he set up a second account. So it's very stealth. And I would just ask you this. If you were still reading Playboys, would you be hiding them from your wife?
Good point.
Probably not. Probably not hiding them from your wife. So now you've got this incredible piece of technology in Instagram that allows you to check out all kinds of hot women. And it also allows you to contact those hot women. And I don't know, Justin. I think I'm with your wife. Or actually not with your wife because she doesn't know any of this is going on. I think I'm with your friend. I think the temptation, here's the deal. When it's Playboy magazine, you ain't contacting Buffy, who's the centerfold from
That's true.
California.
We all wish we could have.
But yeah,
this is a tough one, TJ.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I get his point of view, but his friend is right. Having 2 accounts, yeah.
I think you probably find another way to look at hot chicks. One that's not connected to the ability to have conversations.
Yeah.
Conversations go both ways, by the way. It doesn't have to be you that reaches out. Because there's a lot of people on Instagram who have accounts who wear scantily, do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, can you send me $50?
Oh, scams.
Yeah. So you don't ever have to worry about being scammed by a Playboy. Just telling you.
Just sticky pages.
That's the verdict tonight. Listen, if you do have a problem, you can't solve it, looking for advice, we are here to help. Just send us your problem online, alphamenpodcast.com or through one of our social sites. And let's get to Chick Flicks Are Dumb tonight.
Once again, your dumb shows, movies.
trying to conjure up the strength.
Well, you picked the damn thing.
Well, the feature is called Chick Flicks Are Dumb.
What I want to know is how you have so much knowledge about this chick flicks.
Because I watch them.
Oh, that's right, because your house full of girls. That's right. Because you always like, okay, next week, make sure to watch this. I'm like, okay. Well, we're like 7 weeks in. I'm like, what the hell? That's all he watches is chick flicks.
No, it's not all I watch.
What else do you watch? Cooking shows?
No, I don't. I watch The Walking Dead. I watch NASCAR. I watch NFL football.
Yep.
Coming soon.
This Thursday.
Yeah. So, tonight we are going to review Twilight.
Yeah.
Are you Team Edward? Are you Team Jacob? Or are you like John and I, Team Get Me the Hell Away from this movie?
Yes.
The
My
cultural
wife loved it.
phenomenon of 2008 known as Twilight, based on the book written by Stephanie Meyer that would spawn several sequels of estrogen-fueled crap. That's where we begin tonight. All right? We watched it, so you don't have to. You're welcome. So, this movie was written, produced, and directed all by women. All right? Based on a book by a woman. And yet, its lead character is without doubt the worst female character on the screen in movie history. All right?
Yeah.
You would think Bella, who was played by Kristen Stewart, would be all girl power and, you know, as the dad of 3 girls and the husband, I'd be okay with that. But she's not. In fact, she always needs saving. She can never make a decision on her own. She's full of angst. Angst. And she has zero self-esteem. She's terrible. All right? So to begin with, in case you've been living under a rock, Twilight is a vampire movie. Well, sort of. Vampires are cool, except these ones.
Yeah.
All right? You know all the cool things about the vampires, like, they turn to dust in sunlight. Yeah, these vampires don't. These vampires sparkle with little poofy diamonds in sunlight.
I couldn't believe it.
And mirrors. You know, for some reason, these vampires show up in mirrors, and they spend an unbelievable amount of time and vanity looking at themselves in these mirrors in the movie.
I noticed that.
And then there's the whole sucking of other people's blood. You know, it's like a vampire staple, right? No. These are vegetarian vampires. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's stupid. Okay?
It's so stupid.
So most of the vampires go to high school, even though they clearly are all in their mid to late 20s. Bella Swan is the female lead and moves to a new school and discovers there's a family of vampires, the Cullens. Mm-hmm. And Bella has the personality of a blank postcard by design. Okay? Yeah. And the reason she's like that is so that all the tweens and moms in the audience can project their personality onto her. And that's how a cultural phenomenon is born, out of a terrible movie. So, Plain Jane Bella is at this new school. You would think she's pretty plain, she wouldn't be noticed, and yet all the girls are freaking out. Oh, you're so pretty. And the guys are like all over her, which makes no sense whatsoever, but whatever. Bella finds out about the supposed vampire family, the Cullens, and then meets Mr. Personality and life of the party, Beetlejuice. No.
Beetlejuice.
She meets Edward. And they fall in love, even though Edward wants to vomit every time she's around because of his super sensitive vampire sense of smell. Do we have the clip? Can we roll the clip?
Yes.
Either that guy is about to hurl, or he had Taco Bell right before class, and he's about ready to let loose a case of the Screaming Manahoochies. I don't know which. Obviously, after such an encounter, what happens?
Fall in love.
Of course, they fall madly in love. I mean, he can't even stand the smell of her, right?
Imagine a Magic Mike, the whole setup.
Yeah. Because Edward saves her from being flattened like a pancake from a speeding van. That's why they fall in love. Then he gaslights her about the whole incident while treating her rudely throughout the entire movie. And she figures out that Edward is indeed a vampire. How, may you ask? Well, it's 2008. She Googles it. Yeah. She Googles it.
I don't remember that part, I guess.
No, Google's in this movie like 1,000 times. I don't know how much that.
I don't remember how
it was like product placement. I don't know how much Google paid to be in this movie as much as it is, but they did.
Yeah, I noticed they were in there a lot. I remember her like looking it up. I guess I might fall asleep.
So Bella confronts Edward about being a bat, and he tells her that she shouldn't love him. Ah, the forbidden love, right? He tells her he's not a high school student. He's not even in his mid to late 20s. He's actually 100 years old and that he's killed people. This relationship is getting off to a good start.
Big age gap.
He goes on to tell Bella that his 100-year-old glittery, shiny vampire ass has been breaking into her room every night just to watch her sleep. Because that's not weird, right? I mean, might be a red flag. Just saying.
Nah.
We have words for what Edward is in our society, like pervert, right? Dirty old man. Yeah. But no, just like a bull, she runs right for the red flag. Just like a bull, she runs right for the red flag, and now they're officially dating. So one would expect that this is where the fun montage happens, right? With them feeding each other food and walks on the beach and holding hands and piggyback rides. And no, no. They just do vegetarian vampire stuff. They climb trees and see really bad CGI. Mm-hmm. Extremely bad CGI.
I definitely noticed that.
Enter into the picture Jacob, who doesn't really do much in this movie, but in the next one, you're going to find out he's a werewolf. And he's got visible abs, so you know he's about to become one of Bella's love interests, right? I mean, guy's got visible abs. So back to the movie. Bella gets to know Edward's family by playing vampire baseball. Which is actually one of the dumbest things I think that has ever come out of my mouth. I mean, I have to check, but pretty sure. Then the bad vampires show up. Yes, the non-vegan ones. James is the deadliest vampire. And there he is, infatuated with plain Jane Bella, just like everyone else, for no apparent reason. But we're finally getting somewhere, right? A battle for the ages between the vegan sparkly vampire dude and the evil incarnate dude. Nope. That never really happens. They kind of have a little scuffle in a dance studio, and then his head pops off. I don't know.
Studio.
I don't know. This movie is written for 15-year-old girls. You know, Edward and Bella go to the prom, and then she's like, turn me into a vampire. And you know they were going to go to the prom because the movie is written for 15-year-old girls. That's what you do in a movie. You have to go to the prom. Mm-hmm. Right? And she's like, turn me into a vampire. And he's like, no, it's the first movie. I can't do that yet. We got to save that for the sequels because this baby's a cash cow for teen girls. You know.
I don't know how it was. It sucked.
Yeah. So, just some of the critics from 2008 talking about Twilight.
Yeah.
I've had mosquito bites that were more passionate than this undead, unrequited, and altogether unfun pseudo-romantic riff on Romeo and Juliet. Al Smith, the New York Post. This movie combines the plot of HBO's True Blood with the intensity level of Saved by the Bell.
They nailed that. This was the worst of all of them so far I've watched.
My wife loves
So
this
does my wife.
entire franchise.
The whole series. She loves it.
She's read all the books. She's seen all the movies. 17. The only thing my wife likes better than this is Harry Potter. Okay?
I think we have the same wives.
No, it's a common thing. So here's the deal. We do use the adult beverage rating scale for our movies on Chick Flicks Are Dumb. And the best rating that you can get is a 30-pack of PBR. Last week we had The Wedding Singer achieve that for the very first time.
Yep.
We gave out a 30-pack of PBR. There is a game of baseball in this movie. So there is some sport.
Baseball.
It is vampire baseball, though, which is dumb. All right. The acting is horrible. The lines are cheesy. And it is, without doubt, the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life.
I agree.
And as the sequels happen, because I've seen, quite honestly, all of them, because I have 3 girls and a wife,
Disappointing.
the CGI gets worse and worse and worse. It comes to a point where Jacob becomes a werewolf, and he's like, he's not even size appropriate. Like he's 3 times bigger than the trees. You know, I mean,
so
it's that's awful.
Yeah.
It's completely out of whack. So here's the deal: this movie is comically bad. So we will give Twilight a pull off of a bottle of Wild Irish Rose. And we considered a half pull off a bottle of Mad Dog 2020, but this was worse than that. So,
well, I thought we'd agreed it was a 2020 Mad Dog, so I found an old bottle of Mad Dog 2020. Now, wasn't there a freaking dog on this thing at one point?
Yeah, years and years ago.
Well, this is from 1980.
Wow. Sometime in the near future, or sometime in the future, I will tell you on Tales from the Old Couch about my Mad Dog 2020 Pocono International Raceway experience.
And we can discuss Loudon too.
Maybe. That is Chick Flicks Are Dumb tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
There's nothing more manly than motorsports. These are John's red flag moments.
All right, so this one, once again, it's not.
Find one.
I found one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. Because I was going to go. You had one job, dude.
Oh, I found one. I had a really busy week at Michigan Speedway, so
Yeah.
I was trying to put this together. Eventually, we're gonna get some good NASCAR wrecks. It's just the playoffs are coming, so we're gonna have some good ones coming. So I found this
Talladega.
one, the Talladega. We're 2 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away from the playoff starts. Daytona.
Yep.
So, Indy this week, Watkins Glen next, then Daytona. So that's where the wrecks are going to start coming. That's where we're going to start seeing.
Are you doing all those races, or are you off for a couple?
I'm
of weeks?
on rest. I'm on rest of the season besides Darlington and Homestead. So
okay.
I'll be on the road for the next 12 weeks.
Wow. All righty.
But yeah, this one's pretty.
Look for John at the
rough.
NASCAR races. Look for him on the telecast. No,
with
that's
the
the
blimp.
Goodyear blimp. That's not.
Watch this.
All right, red flag moment. Let's do it.
It's coming. It's already there.
Oh no, this is going to end badly.
Very badly. Why did
It skipped ahead, I think. Start it again.
it won't let me? What the
Oh.
hell?
There we are. Oh. Well, that was
what's
awesome, John. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I have.
Oh,
They're not.
there we
Yeah,
go.
but
We got
they're
it.
not. They're not seeing it. There you go. Watch. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what happens when I go fast and try to do things real quick.
Yeah.
I forgot to edit it. So I screwed that up. I had one job. I get it.
You
We're
had
leaving.
one job. All righty. There's your red flag.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men Podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
All right, let's see if we can redeem yourself. All righty. Tonight we hand out the awards, the Red Foreman Awards, to the people this week who need,
Or you'll have a classic case of foot stuck in ass.
a
Oh,
foot in the
yes,
ass.
that's ready.
Our first Red Foreman Award goes to a mayor this week for taking some heat.
Okay.
In the Mexican state of, and I'm probably going to butcher this, of Chiapas,
What do they do?
mayor of Huehueton. He's that's not even close to being right, but whatever. Okay, it's in Mexico. A Mexican mayor. You got it. All right.
See.
Taking heat for some celebrations he helped organize for Father's Day. Why
That's
is that a
Father's
problem,
Day.
right? It's Father's Day. Mayor decided he was going to throw a big shindig for all the dads. Mayor Manuel Angel Villalobos, mayor of a small Mexican town, thought that hiring strippers to entertain the local father population on Father's Day would be a good expenditure of the town's resources.
Looks like we're going to Mexico.
Look, Manny, yeah, your heart's in the right place, my friend. But we appreciate the sentiment, but probably, not a good idea. A promo poster shared online promised a special event featuring a show that had surprises and presents, and added that no children or women were invited,
I wonder why.
which means children and women showed up. Women, some with their kids, then walked away pissed and shocked. Though there's been a backlash from the local feminist population, the mayor has yet to apologize, but he did delete the photos of the strippers from his social media account. Good thinking, Manny. And congratulations, you got yourself a Red Foreman this week.
I'm not giving him a dumbass. I'm just gonna go
Dumbass,
with
John.
okay.
Dumbass.
Next up,
Because-
we have 51-year-old Lindsay Studer of Elkins, West Virginia. Now, Lindsay was pulled over by police for an exhaust that was emitting excessive and unusual noise. TJ's pro tip number 312. If you're planning to break the law, you might want to put a little pre-thought into, keeping yourself off the radar. Turns out Stutter also had a suspended license for unpaid citations, and fun doesn't end there. He had some constricted pupils, fidgety demeanor, and a giant machete between the front seat and the console of his car. That led cops to look a little bit further into the situation, and that's when they found, with the help of a canine unit, a loaded hypodermic needle with an unidentified substance, 46.95 grams of meth, 0.85 grams of heroin, and fentanyl, and a mushroom, and a container of THC dabs, and 4 tramadol pills.
Yeah, he's
Dumbass.
Might have been worth it to fix the muffler.
yeah,
You think, Lindsay?
dumbass.
Our next award takes us to the Tri-City areas of Washington, where we find Christopher Noel Pearson, who was hammered and found himself with 37 charges in just one day.
Damn.
He's an overachiever. Cops say persons started off the festivities by calling 911 and reported 27 times, screaming at the dispatcher and making homicidal threats. After a few hours of fun, the cops decided to pay him a visit, but he refused to open the door. A couple of hours after that, neighbors reported the sound of windows breaking, and Pearson had reportedly left his apartment and walked down the street holding what ended up being a giant machete. One of the officers realized that the machete was, in fact, real, and he started swinging the machete and then throwing other knives at the police. He's said to have stabbed and slashed the hood of a patrol car. Then Pearson allegedly managed to reach inside one of the police cruisers, open the door, and drive off in it.
Ooh.
Another cop car was able to pull a pit maneuver on him to bring the chase to a halt, and the K-9 unit finally brought him down. Pearson is said to have told police he was on marijuana, fentanyl, and heroin. You don't say.
Was Lindsay and him riding together?
Maybe.
The machete, the drugs.
Narcotics were not. Narcotics alone were not strong enough for him. In addition to the 27 counts of misusing 911, he was also hit with obstruction, resisting, and DUI charges. TJ's pro tip number 86: don't call 911 27 times, throw knives at cops, and steal their car.
And stab the car.
Dumbass.
Next award, something stinks in Campbell River, British Columbia. Specifically, it's Dick's Fish and Chips. For years, the neighborhood surrounding the dive restaurant has complained about how it's been stinking up the neighborhood. And now the county council there has finally done something about it by declaring a public nuisance. A report from the city said the smell emitting from the restaurant had reached disturbing levels at times, and it's even devalued property values in the area, according to the city. Now Dick's has to undergo a full cleaning once a month, change charcoal filters weekly, and change fryer oil every 3 days at a minimum.
What was the smell like this, eh?
Dick's Fish and Chips.
I know, but it smell like rotten eggs. It smell like fish.
Well, what would
This-
you think Dick's Fish and Chips smells?
Hold on.
Dumbass.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
How in the world does this place stay in business that long? Long enough to make this an issue for years?
Walk up to the door.
Wouldn't you be like, I ain't eating at that place? You know? You would think they'd go out of business, but anyway.
But if it stinks that bad and you're walking up to the door, I mean, wouldn't that turn your stomach?
Apparently.
Ugh.
Our WTF Red Foreman Award tonight goes to Arthur Urach. He is an 18-year-old who happens to be the son of OnlyFans and former Miss Bum Bum model, Andressa Urach.
Okay.
And there they are, the two of them. During a recent Q&A...
That's his mom?
That's his mom, yes.
Okay.
During a recent Q&A, young Art admitted he's the one responsible for taking the hot naked photos of his mom for OnlyFans.
Wow. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming.
Of course, that opened the floodgates to anyone and everyone with an opinion about if it's okay for an 18-year-old to be shooting adult content of his 35-year-old mother.
No.
Dude, that's your mom. All right?
Holy crap.
Look, at least the kid in American Pie went after Stifler's mom, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your mom.
Oh, Lord. Well, how does that come at dinner, honey? I need somebody to take some pictures because mine
it's
is a
got
little
to
tight.
be the most dysfunctional family in the world.
I mean, now, did he think about it or he's like, oh, yeah, absolutely, Mom. Come on. Holy crap.
Dumbass.
Our final Red Foreman Award this week
This will make me curious.
goes to 41-year-old Declan Honey of Ireland, who got popped after dragging his uncle's dead body to the post office to collect a retirement pension check for $270.
Oh, wow.
Ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah,
The dude who evidently has seen Weekend at Bernie's one too many times has 55 previous convictions, by the way. He's a Boy Scout. He and a friend dragged 66-year-old Paydar Doyle into the building with his legs clearly dragging on the ground. A witness dialed 999. That's the equivalent of 911 in Ireland. To say that the man they were carrying had fixed eyes and a gray face. Hani and his buddy's plans ended when Doyle was declared dead on the premises. However, after court proceedings, Hani walked free from prison just a week after being sentenced to 2 years for attempted deception. Furthermore, and here's something you're not going to see coming, the 41-year-old has reportedly been accepted back into his family's circle. His cousin says, despite the hurt that he caused, his family, they'd never disown him as he's had a long-standing addiction to drugs. See, that's what I love. That's what I love. A kick in the ass with a happy ending. That's what
For a $270 check, he grabbed it. Wait. Was he
So
going
the
over?
guy's uncle was dead.
So he found him dead,
Carried
I'm
on,
assuming.
pining for the fields, okay?
Yeah. So I'm
And
assuming he found
had
him
a
dead.
pension that came in the mail.
Yeah.
So he carried his dead uncle into the post office, acting like he was still alive to collect the check.
And he got his buddy to help him.
And he got his buddy to help him.
Dumbass. You dumbass!
That's the Red Foreman Awards tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Can't wait to see this stuff.
All right, you twisted freaks. You can play along. We're going to give John the real or fake news test. John, I got 3 headlines. You can play along at home. Just use our home game. Okay. I got 3 headlines. Okay. 2 of them are fake. 1 of them is real. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to figure out which story is the real one and which ones are fake news.
Fake news.
All right?
Yep.
So here are your headlines tonight. Family gets approval for 10-year-olds support crickets to be taken to school in the fall.
What the fuck?
Family gets approval for 10-year-olds support crickets.
No, I heard you.
To be
I
taken
have crickets
to
in my
school.
house.
Right.
Why would you bring those to school?
Because they're support crickets.
Yeah, I'll kill my crickets. I can't stand when they start chirping here.
Well, you know what? I don't know what all your hate is about. The kid clearly needs the crickets to function in life.
Next story.
New York spa gaining popularity by offering Jello baths. Okay.
It's believable.
And finally, world's oldest man, dead right before 128th birthday.
Holy
There's your
crap.
3 headlines. All right.
So
Family
one's
gets
real.
approval for 10-year-old support crickets at school. Spa gaining popularity by offering Jello baths. Or world's oldest man dead before 128th birthday. Which one's fake? Which one's real?
Cricket sounds fake as crap. I mean, I can't see it happening. We would have heard about the 128-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jello baths, that sounds like something would come out of California. I'm going with Jello baths. Yeah, I am it. I've got every single one of these wrong.
Incorrect. That is a fake story. You were right. These sport crickets are fake. I want to introduce you to John Paulino Gomes, who could possibly have been the world's oldest man. He passed away recently, just shy of what his family claims would have been his 128th birthday.
That's
He
impressive.
doesn't look a day over 126.
27.
Actually, looks pretty good for 127 years old. All right. His family is a little unsure about his actual birth date, though his 1917 marriage certificate says he was born on August 4th, 1895.
It's my mom's birthday.
August 4th, 1895?
August 4th.
Oh, okay. As far as the Guinness World Record holder is concerned, the current record holder is Maria Branis Maria, who is 115 and she lives in Spain. But if the documents are correct, that would make Jose Paulino Gomes the world's oldest man who passed away last week at 127 freaking years old.
He has seen some
Here's
stuff.
the deal. I don't want to live to be 127
No.
years old. I got enough problems with my back at 50.
Imagine the stories.
Can you
that guy
imagine what
has.
your back feels like at 127 years old?
Well, at 127 years old, you're probably doing something a lot better than we've been doing. Taking care of their body, eating probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
Drinking, smoking, probably not. Often.
That is real or fake news tonight on
Fake
the
news.
Alpha Men podcast.
Hats off to that man.
Alrighty, so here's the deal. Beers on tap. I try to pick something every week. I'm in central Vermont, the Barry Montpelier area, about 3 miles away from the state capital, maybe 4. John is in Trinity, North Carolina. And so every week I'm like, okay, what are we doing for beers on tap this week? And I get online and I search the Trinity, North Carolina area, and I look at the beer distributor there, and I'm like, okay, he should be able to find this. And every time I do, he can't find it. Can't find it.
Well, you picked this week. You picked a very popular one. I see.
Well,
assume.
there's a lot of people been waiting for this. And as a Mountain Dew drinker myself, I've been waiting for this. Now, it's not exactly a beer. I get it. Ouch. Okay. Getting all excited. It's not exactly a beer. It is a malt beverage with
Your pain
natural
makes me happy.
flavors, artificial sweetener, and FD&C yellow number 5, which everybody says causes cancer. But
And I went with the Bojangles
okay.
hard sweet tea.
Bojangles Hard Sweet Tea, and me,
It's huge down here.
Hard Mountain Dew. All
So
right?
Bojangles is a big food chain down here in the Carolinas. They're from North Carolina.
Right.
So and they make good sweet tea.
So you went looking for Hard Mountain Dew today?
Yeah. So 3 places I went, 2 were sold out.
Okay.
And one's like, I don't think we have that. So it went quick.
All right. So I'll be honest. I bought a 12-pack of this on Friday. There was one left tonight. So
I'm pretty excited
this
to try
is
it,
Hard
too.
Mountain Dew.
And this is Bojangles hard sweet tea.
Hold on a second.
Oh, god damn. I think you forgot we're live. You know, TJ, when you get up, your underwear showed. Pull up your pants. But yeah, so Bojangles hard sweet tea. It's pretty damn good. I'm not the talker. He's the talker, so I'm gonna stand here and somebody ask me something. Oh, here comes Sasquatch again.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I was talking about nonsense. You know, you pull up your pants. You saw your underwear.
I'm wearing regular pants.
Oh, it was blue, whatever it was. Oh, look, your pants are sagging.
They're shorts.
Oh, sorry.
That's a great thing about having a studio in your home. You don't have to wear pants.
You better be
Just
wearing
saying.
pants.
Anyway,
I'm just wearing a t-shirt and Crocs.
that's a little bit too much information. It's
So
funny. The Hard Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
right around the top of the brim. I don't know if you can see this. You see what it says?
No, I can't see it.
21 contains alcohol right
Oh.
around the top because they don't want
Yeah.
kids. Because it looks like an energy drink, doesn't it? I mean, you would never,
This one says
know,
this one says legendary.
right?
Can't see it, but honestly, this is not bad. This tastes like sweet tea with a little spice to it. I I would drink these. This is better than that Twisted Tea crap.
Easy, killer.
It doesn't have that. Doesn't have that aftertaste like Twisted Tea does.
I sell
This
a
is-
crap ton of Twisted Tea. You just knock it off right now.
Twisted Tea is a big product. I get it. It's good for some. It's just not for me. I don't like it. Heartburn in a can for me.
So the hard Mountain Dew that everybody has been waiting for, 5% alcohol. So it's not really, really boozy. It's, most domestics are 4%. Most IPAs are 8-9%, double IPA, stuff like that. So it's not real. And you do get that, I don't know, if you've had like Smirnoff and that kind of stuff, that malt
That
liquor
malty.
taste,
Yep.
that malt liquor taste to it. But it does taste like Mountain Dew.
Is it like more sodery?
No, it's not. It's not carbonated. It's not carbonated. And if you buy the 12-pack, there's like actually 4 different flavors. So
I
like
might
they
have to
have
try to find some.
they have like a black cherry one. They have the red one, and I don't know. I'm a Mountain Dew drinker, a regular Mountain Dew drinker. So
Yeah. So they kind of went with like a Mountain Dew flavor, then they went with like a Code Red flavor.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've tried
This-
all. I've tried all of them. It's pretty good. I'll give you that.
I like these.
I'm pleasantly surprised with it because I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is. So I would drink these. I'm more of a
Nice.
beer guy, but
I'm gonna try.
I can't
all of
have beer, and I don't have a choice. I have to drink something other than beer. I would drink these. I mean, they're not bad.
I might get some of these Bojangle things. I'm proud of them.
Mr. Bo, that's what we'll call you from now on. Mr. Bojangles.
Bojangles is huge down here.
It's like a chicken restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like Popeyes, KFC, but it's
Yeah.
you can't beat a Bo box. I mean, you get a big old thing of chicken and all the sides for $20. It's a box. I mean, it's 30 inches by 20 inches. It's massive, for like $20.
There you go.
That's just a breakfast snack.
That is Beers on Tap tonight. A review of Mountain Dew, Hard Mountain Dew, and Bojangles Sweet Tea. Listen, we want to thank you for joining us for episode 7 of the Alpha Men podcast. Be back again next week. Hopefully, John will make it home from the NASCAR race.
On time.
On time. See, I think you're doing a rain dance or something every week. That's what's going on.
So we were discussing this at the track, not rain dances, but of all the races so far, the 26, 27, whatever, 26, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, 22, whatever it is. 17 races have had a weather event between rain, lightning delays.
Oh, it's a crappy summer.
Oh,
That's all there is to it. It's
It
a
was-
crappy
it was-
summer.
it was
I-
a long freaking week.
I was coming out of a store that I sell beer to today, and guy on the sidewalk, I go, "Oh, look, there's something new. Looks like it's going to rain again."
I wonder what the total is going to be for the rain for the year up there.
I don't know. It's insane. And the rivers and streams. We had that really bad flooding a couple of weeks back. The rivers and streams here look really, really angry all the time.
So they're still pumping water.
Well, they're high. They're not in danger right now of going over the embankment, but they're high and they look angry.
They have had time to settle. Yeah.
Well,
it keeps
yeah,
raining.
because the water table is so high right now that
Yeah.
it doesn't take much. You get a couple of really, really good downpours and
How's
it's no fun.
how's the rest of the area looking? The things cleaned up. Back to
Things are
normal?
getting cleaned up. The Southern Baptists are still here. The Salvation Army's still here.
Nice.
They're running around mucking out houses, and the main road through town opened up a couple of days ago. They repaved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to pavement up and everything. Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw the
Yeah.
footage. I didn't see the aftermath.
Yeah. So things are slowly getting back to normal,
Good.
but
Time I get up there, it'll be snow on the ground, or at least really cold.
Yeah, that'd be like next week. We get like
That's Vermont.
3 days of summer.
Yeah.
Me, I got an in-ground pool in the backyard. Smart investment, but nonetheless,
Did you use it all?
I didn't even open it this summer. Didn't even open it.
You wouldn't have to
just
fill it
been-
up.
Huh? No,
You-
no,
Just
no.
take the cover off, let it fill up.
It was just like with all the rain and everything else. It was like I'm going to spend all this time cleaning it up, cleaning it out, getting it ready to go. All this money on chemicals, all this money on water, and we're never going to be able to use it this summer. So I didn't even open it this summer. That's where we're at. But
Let's fill it full of
oh,
ice.
just a note, and we'll discuss this, off the air, John. But there is a date coming up in September where we will not have a show. Maybe we'll put together a best of and stream that down. Or, boy, that's a scary thought. A best of. There is no such thing as a best of the Alpha Men podcast. But I'm going to be on a cruise with my wife and kids, and taking a week and going to do the Universal Studios deal and all of that. And I have 2 adult children who have boyfriends, and the boyfriends are coming. It's kind of our last big family hurrah before they move on and do whatever it is they're going to do.
I know Haley bought me a ticket. I'm going to be there, Dad.
Yeah, Haley's not going. Haley
bought me-
wanted to go.
She bought me a
My
ticket. to go on
oldest, yeah, I'm sure she did. Yeah. My
Since you're my
oldest,
dad.
my oldest, I have 3 daughters. My oldest originally was going to go, and well, she's doing really well, but has decided that it was just a little bit too much money this time around.
You've raised 5 great kids.
I have my kids and yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do appreciate
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. I always call John's kids my kids.
Yeah.
His wife posts things on the internet, and I go, "That's my boy."
You know, she shakes her head every time. She's just like,
So anyway, that's going to do it for the Alpha Men podcast this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
guys.
Tuesday night.